Life has become more expensive since Edmontonians elected the current council in 2021. Post-pandemic inflation is still straining wallets, and property taxes have only added to that pressure over the last 4 years. Top mayoral candidates all say they'd bring down the tax burden and make life more affordable, but they've all got different visions for what that means.
In this last 4 years, I would describe the tax increases as excessive when we're talking 28% over 4 years.
Former councillor Michael Walters says he'll cut taxes, freeze transit fares, and lower utility rates if he becomes Edmonton's next mayor. For all the tax increases over the last 4 years, he believes Edmontonians aren't seeing their money in action.
It's about using the money we have wisely. That's why we have very well-paid city managers and deputy city managers that are to work with council to make sure that we're deploying the tax money that citizens give us for the services that they're buying.
Along with smarter spending on core city services like clearing snow and cutting grass, Walters wants to bring in more revenue by growing the industrial tax base, promising faster permitting and tax rates that compete with regions like Nisku or Atchison. All this with the goal of attracting 10 new industries to Edmonton.
Federal experience and business experience.
Raheem Jaffer isn't seeing value for taxes either. The Member of Parliament turned restaurant owner is promising to cancel the 6.4% tax increase currently in the budget for 2026, finding savings through audits.
I said I'm confident we can find $400 million just by how the city is not currently in its lane or spending on things that it shouldn't be.
He believes the city should stick to the basics, which means some subsidized programs would be cut. He didn't list which ones.
Those other things that are not core services, if you get out of the spending of them, they're not going to affect the average person because they're expecting the core services to be a priority.
I'm not cutting transit. I'm not cutting police. I'm not cutting, debt service. I'm not cutting operations.
Two-term councillor Tim Cardmell wants to lower business taxes to attract companies to the core and keep property tax increases roughly in line with inflation. He'd also like to rebuild the city budget with core services in mind, but says council's current plan would give city staff too much control.
I think it's just too much to ask administration to effectively cut their own budgets and prioritize what's within their own budgets, because to them, everything is a priority, and I don't fault them for that.
Let's shine brighter together, guys.
Political newcomer Omar Mohammed is promising a direct approach to city spending.
That we need to pause all proposed non-essential major capital projects.
The pediatric dental surgeon is critical of what he views as nice-to-haves in city projects, like the velodrome that's part of the new Coronation Rec Center. With him as mayor, he says property taxes wouldn't budge.
Why are we buying these luxury items? To me, that's like buying a Ferrari at home when I don't have milk in the fridge. Not acceptable, right? Not when we have the problems we have in our city.
Every other candidate is trying to promise the world that you can have all of these incredible services and amenities and we can cut your taxes. That's not realistic. It's actually misleading.
Andrew Knack says 3 terms on council have taught him the true cost of tax cuts. His plan is to keep building the projects he believes a growing city should have while avoiding surprise tax increases like the 9% bump in 2024.
Roads that need to be widened, rec centers to build, libraries to build, fire halls. We're short 4 fire halls in this city right now. These amenities, this type of infrastructure is critical to people's quality of life.
While taxes are a major cost driver, the candidates have more ideas to make life in Edmonton more affordable. Mohammed is pitching a subsidized grocery store for low-income Edmontonians. Jaffer and Walters want to bring back free parking and ditch the bag fee in the city's single-use items bylaw, while Cartmel has pledged to repeal the whole thing. Knack promises to expand subsidized access to transit, libraries, and rec centers. The outgoing council directed a major cost-cutting exercise that trimmed $60 million from the 4-year operating budget. Staff then found a further $160 million in the budget to reallocate to council priorities like snow clearing, transit, encampment response, and tax cuts. Whoever takes over as mayor will have to get creative to find more savings. Jeremy Thompson, CTV News, Edmonton.